Alright, so magandang araw. Continuation tayo ng discussion natin regarding Newton's second law of motion. Okay, so here we have a problem. Sabi dito example problem number 6. The two blocks shown starts from rest. Again, starts from rest. Therefore, we can say that our initial velocity is zero. Next, the horizontal plane and pulleys are frictionless. So, walang friction. Therefore, the friction force or the force opposing the motion is also zero. And the pulley is assumed to be of negligible mass. Determine first the acceleration of each block and then the tension on the rod. Okay? So if we would analyze this, if we will analyze this, as you can see, si block A, the motion of block A will be dependent on block B. Pag bumaba si block B, if it will gain an acceleration going this direction, our block A will be moved on this direction. Okay? So if this is our AB, this is our AA. So it is a case of absolute dependent motion analysis. So here we have a system of two particles. So kailangan natin mag-set ng datum line. So where do we put our datum line? Yung datum line, nilalagay natin sa position na hindi mag-move kahit mag-gain ng acceleration or velocity yung iba pang particles. In this case, a point D. So si point D will not move even if A and B moves. Okay? So from point D, we will measure the distance from our ADMA discussion. So this point will be the distance from the datum line up to point B. And this is the positive sense. Okay? Likewise, pagpunta kay A, ito naman. Okay? This is our SA and the positive sense of the direction is this. Okay? So again, this is our datum line. Sir, bakit mo hindi isinama yung portion na to? Because this will be constant. Okay? Constant naman yan. Okay? So if we want to write our position coordinate equation, this will be 2SB, okay, plus SA is equal to the length of the chord. Okay? Taking the first derivative, you have to, this should be B, VB plus VA is equal to 0. Taking another derivative of this, you have to AB plus AA is equal to 0. Therefore, AB is negative 1 half AA. Okay, now, we should observe this. Okay, so as you can see here, on this D, on the side of D, our acceleration is on the same sense of our positive side. Okay? So kung pababa yung positive distance, pababa yung acceleration. Remember, ang sabi sa atin nung nagdi-discuss tayo ng rectilinear motion, okay? Kapag yung ating velocity ay or our distance is going further, okay? Kapag ang distance ay going further, therefore that is a positive velocity or positive distance. Okay? If our distance is positive, therefore our velocity is also positive. Okay? Likewise, if our velocity is increasing, our acceleration is positive. Okay? So bakit ko sinasabi yon? Because here, as you observe, for A, the direction of our acceleration is opposite doon sa ating positive sense. Therefore, our acceleration of A is always negative. We can rewrite this as AB is equal to 1 half AA. This is now the relationship of the two motion. Okay? Always observe this kasi kadalasan tinitigil na dito yung pagsosolve which is nagkakaroon ng error. Okay? That's why you need to analyze the motion again. Okay? So if we have now the relationship, we can now solve for the acceleration of each block. So paano natin isosolve yung acceleration ng block? By analyzing each block syempre. Okay? So unahin natin si block A. I-analyze natin si block A and we will apply the Newton's second law of motion. So for block A, the free body diagram of block A looks like this. So meron daw tayong weight dito equivalent to the mass is 100 kilogram, therefore the weight is 981 Newton. Siyempre, meron surface sa ibaba, therefore there will be a normal force at A on this side and a tension on this side. Now, sir, the question is, there is no force na kumukontra doon sa motion natin. Kasi wala nga pa tayong function. Okay? So, we have to solve pa ba yung normal? So, hindi na. Kahit we skip natin yung normal force, okay lang. Okay? Kasi if we do the summation forces on X, positive is going on this direction, okay? And that is equal to MAX, hindi naman papasok yung normal force. Okay? But you can solve for normal force. Paano naman isolve? By this. Summation of forces on Y is equal to MAY. Since yung ating block, hindi naman yan gumagalaw vertically, our MAY is equivalent to 0. So, ang makukuha mo lang na NA dito is just equivalent to 981 newtons. Okay? As for the X direction, so we have here T. Ito lang naman yung magkakause ng motion and nandun siya naman siya sa positive sense natin. We have here equal to the mass na 100 kg multiplied by AX. Yung AX na to is just not just simple AX. This is the acceleration of block A. So this is 100 A. This is our equation 1. For our second equation, we can now analyze block B. So for block B, nakahang lang si block B, merong weight na nag-a-act dito, which is 300 kg multiplied by 9.81 or 2,943 Newton. And doon sa taas, may humihila sa kanyang TB. TB, which this TB is equivalent sa dalawang tension. Diba? Dahil dalawa ito. Okay? So, yung TB na nag-a-act dito is equivalent sa dalawang tension. Right? So, writing the equation of motion dito, since Y lang naman yung ating mga forces, so the summation of forces on Y is equivalent to MAY. Substituting the value, again, our positive sense of acceleration is going downward. Therefore, our A or our positive force is yung 2943. So we have here 2943 Newton minus T is equal to the mass na 300 multiplied by AY. In this case, ang AY natin is the acceleration of B. Okay? Let me correct, this is supposedly 2B, T to sub B. Sabihin natin, TB is equivalent to 2T, therefore this is 2943 Newton minus 2T is equivalent to 300 AB. Pero we have solved for T kanina, that is 100 AA. Substitute na lang natin. 2943 Newton minus 2 times 100 AA is equivalent sa 300 AB. Okay? Eh may dalawa pang unknowns. Sabi natin, AB is 1 half AA. So, substitute ulit natin yan. We have here 2943 newtons minus 200 AA is equal to 300 multiplied by 1 half AA. We can now solve for AA equivalent to 8.4 meters per second squared. Okay? And then our AB is 1 half ng AA. So we have 4.2 meters per second squared. We can now solve for the tension. The tension on the cable is 100 multiplied by AA, 8.4 meter per second squared. Or our tension is 840 newtons. For our tension at B, that is 840 times 1,680. So for our last sample problem, dito tayo sa medyo komplikado. We have it here. Sabi dito, block A has a mass of 40 kilogram and block B has a mass of 8 kilogram. The coefficient of friction between all surfaces of contact are mu s is equivalent to 0.2 and mu k is equivalent to 0.15. If P is equal to 40 Newton, determine A, the acceleration of block B, and B, the tension in the cord. So here again, meron na naman tayo problem involving the absolute dependent motion analysis. Actually, you can also solve this using the relative motion. Either way, pareho lang naman ang resulta. Okay, so solve na lang natin using absolute dependent motion analysis. So here we have block A and block B. Both has a mass. Si block A 40, si block B 8. Now, we are given binigyan tayo ng dalawang coefficient of friction. Okay? Yung isa ang subscript ay S, yung isa ang subscript ay K. What is the difference? S means static friction. Ibig sabihin, hindi gumagalaw yung ating system. And then K naman is the kinetic friction. Ibig sabihin, gagamitin natin ito kapag ka nagsimula ng mag-move yung ating system. Now, how do we determine kung gagalaw ba or hindi yung ating system? So, para malaman yon, we have to use the concept of statics. So, according to statics, di ba, kailangan nating hanapin yung force na magkakos sa kanya ng motion. And that is what we should do first. Okay? Hanapin muna natin kung ano yung magkakos ng motion. Okay, so sorry, may dumating ako na Lazada. Where was I? Okay, so balikan natin to. Again, we have to check. First, baka naman enough na yung static friction to hold the system at hindi na natin kailangan i-analyze for kinetic. Okay? Lagi naman ganun yung method if given yung static coefficient of friction. Okay? Pero but before we proceed with that, since kailangan natin yung acceleration ng mga blocks, okay, we should create first the equation of the motions. Okay? So, para sa A at para sa B. Sorry, let me correct that. Not the equation of motions, but the relationship of the motions using the absolute dependent motion analysis. So, here we select this point as our datum line. Okay? So, dito, yung portion na to, this one, yung katapat nito, this one is constant. Kasi kapag hinila ko si A, pag bumaba si A, ang mangyayari lang, tatama ito dito, it will move here, yung pulley na to. But this cord will not be changed. Ganyan pa rin yung haba niya. Therefore, kung ano man yung mga movement at this point, that will be our SA, or the position of block A. Okay? And likewise, same datum line again. This is our, this is our SB. Pero hindi ito part ng buong chord. Sir, ito lang po yung part ng chord. So how do we solve for this part? That would be SB minus SA. So SB minus SA. Okay? Next. Since meron na tayong mga positions, we can now write the position coordinate equation. Sabi natin, SA, okay? Since dalawa ito, we multiply it by 2. So 2SA, 2SA, okay? Plus yung portion na to, SB minus SA, SB minus SA is equal to L. Okay? Ang condition natin is this is our positive sense. So anything opposing this, syempre magiging negative. Okay? So taking the first derivative, or you can further simplify this muna pala, 2SA minus SA will be SA. So plus SB is equal to L. Taking the first derivative, you have BA plus BB is equal to 0. And then, syempre, taking another derivative, AA plus AB is equal to 0. Therefore, AA is equal to AB or minus AB. Okay? So, ang ibig sabihin lang doon, kapag ka nag-move si A, mag-move daw si B on the opposite sense. Alright? So, since meron tayong dalawang block, at pwede na natin simulan yung analysis on the static side. Okay? So, unahin natin kay block B. I-analyze muna natin si block B using the static, assuming na hindi gagalaw pa yung ating system. So, ito si block B. According to the problem, if this is the centroid, meron daw itong weight equivalent to 8 kg times 9.81. We have here 78.48. Okay? Since si block B nakapatong kay A, may madidevelop dito na normal force, N B. Okay? So if this is NB, okay, and meron tension dito on this side coming from the pulley, therefore there will be a friction force dito. Kukontrahin niya yung force na yan. Okay? Kukontrahin niya yung force na pwedeng mag-cause ng motion. So you have here your frictional force sa B. Okay? Now, since naka-incline dito, it is much easier if we analyze this using an inclined surface. So, ganito na lang yung surface natin. This is Y, this is X. Kung ito ay naka-incline ng 25 degrees from the horizontal, therefore, from the vertical, it will also be inclined at the same angle, 25 degrees. Okay? Since again, static analysis pa lang yung ginagawa natin, we can use the summation forces is equivalent to 0. So summation forces on Y is equal to 0. We can say that our NB is 78.48 Newton cosine 25 degrees. Or basically, NB is 71.127 newtons. Therefore, the frictional force on B is equivalent, since static yung analysis natin, we use 0.2 or 0.2 NP, which will give us times 0.2, 14.225 Newton. 14.225 newtons. Okay? So, meron na tayong friction force, may normal force. We can now solve for the tension. Okay? Using summation forces on X is equal to 0, so we can solve for the tension. So, we have here T. Okay? And then the components ng weight natin will be on this direction and on this direction. Therefore, opposing the value of T. So, this is equal to FFD or 14.225 plus, again, yung equal ko na dito in-equal ko na, kaya plus na yung opposite direction. 78.48 sine 25 degrees or T is 47.392. 47.392. So, yan yung value ng tension based on our static analysis. Okay? Kay block B pa lang yan. So, puntahan natin si block A. Pagdating kay block A, ganito na may itsura niya. Okay? Meron ditong pulley. Okay, another pulley dito. Okay? Then, we have forces. Gagawin ko siguro blue yung forces para hindi tayo mahirapan. So, dito, meron tayong tension coming from this cable. Okay, may tension tayo. Aside from that, another tension coming from this cable. May tension din. And then this cable will rotate here. And then another tension dito. Galing from this cable naman. Siyempre, you should analyze this kasi part yan ng block A. Okay? So here on the other side, ilipat naman natin yung mga forces coming from block B. Una na dyan, yung normal force sa B. Merong normal force sa B na ang magnitude daw natin ay 71.127. 71.127 and yung frictional force sa B, so opposite direction ulit pero same ng magnitude, equivalent to 14.225 newtons. Okay? Again, may value na si T pala. T is, if we want to write the value of T, this is now 47 based on our static analysis, 47.392. This is 47.392. This is also 47.392. So aside from these forces, merong sariling forces na nag-a-act doon sa ating block A. Una na dyan, yung normal force coming from this surface and A. And then we also have a weight. Okay, weight natin is 40 kilograms times 9.81. We have here 392.4. So 392.4 Newton na weight. Okay, now, again, since inclined ito, it is much easier if we analyze this using an inclined axis y and x. Okay? So if we do summation forces on x, as you can see, makakancel na lang itong dalawang tension na to. Okay? So pwede na natin itong i-neglect. Right? Kasi same magnitude, opposite direction, so cancel out lang sila. But before we proceed with summation forces on x, kunin na muna natin yung normal force. Okay? By using summation forces on y is equal to 0. Well, actually pala, sorry, I forgot something. Since hinihila ng tension dito, there will be a frictional, there is a force, yung pala yung nakalimutan ni sir. Sabi dito, there should be a force P here. Ito yung hahanapin natin or i-check natin if the force na 40 Newton is enough to cause motion. Okay? So the angle of this is also 25 degrees. Kung hinihila natin dito, therefore, there is a frictional force opposing this. Frictional force at A. Okay? So ngayon, if we take summation forces on Y, so assuming positive na lang as upward, okay, we have here NA, okay, since NA is going up, and ditong P na to, kapag niresolve ko ito component, ito yung kanyang vertical, at ito yung kanyang horizontal, or yung kanyang Y component and X component, respectively. So, pataas din yung Y component. Therefore, i-add natin dito yung P sine 25 degrees. Okay? Wala na, lahat na ay pababa or along negative Y. First is we have yung 71.127, which is our NB. Okay? And then we also have the component ng weight. This is also another 25 degrees. So the component of this is plus 392.4. Okay, cosine 25 degrees. So here we can simplify this as NA na lang yung iwanan natin dito. Okay, ililipat natin si P. We have 71.127 plus 392.4 cosine 25 degrees. So we have here 426.76 Newton minus P sine 25 degrees. Okay, this is the value of NA in terms of P, and say this is our equation 1. Okay, the most obvious question of this is, sir, bakit hindi mo ginamit yung 40 Newton? Okay, again, our goal for this moment is to check if yung 40 Newton can cause motion. Okay, ang ginagawa muna natin is ina-analyze natin ito statically or without any intervention of force. So, hahanapin lang muna natin yung force na pwedeng mag-cause ng motion. Kaya hindi pa natin pwedeng gamitin si 40 as of the moment. Okay? So, ngayon, we can now proceed to the summation forces on X is equal to 0. So, ano-ano yung forces? Siyempre, unahin natin yung on the direction of positive X. Okay? So, we have here P. cosine 25 degrees. Ano pa? Okay, ito, yung component ng weight, which is 392.4 sine 25 degrees. Ano pa? Wala na. Sir, yung T, di ba makakancel nga itong dalawang ito? So, kasi same direction, same magnitude, opposite direction. Okay? So, puntahan na natin yung pakabila. We have here, una, we have 47.392 plus, ano pa? Meron tayo dito 14.225, dito ko na lang sa baba ilalagay, plus, ano pa? Yung FFA. FFA, ilalagay ko na lang dito, adjust ko to para kumasya. Plus 14.225 plus yung FFA natin is 0.2 or yung ating coefficient of static friction multiplied by NA. Okay? So further simplification, iwanan ko na lang siguro si P dito. P cosine 25 degrees is equal to, okay? Lipat ko yung 392, magiging negative yon. Negative 392.4 sine 45 plus 47.392 plus 14.225. We have here negative 215. If I'm correct, this is negative 215.852 Newton plus yung 0.2 Na is this one, 426.76 minus P sine 25 degrees. Okay, here we can now shift solve for P. So alpha x cosine 25 alpha equals a negative 215.852 plus 0.2 times 426.76 minus alpha x sine 25 degrees. So for P, well, actually, I think I made a, let me counter check this one. $14.225 plus 47.392 minus 392.4 sine 25. Ito. So this should be negative pa rin, but only 104.218. So, try ulit natin. Alpha x cosine 25 equals so negative 104.218 plus 0.2 times 426.76 minus alpha x sine 25 negative 19.04 Newton. Ibig sabihin, yung P na negative 19.04 is the force na yung force na mag-i-impede ng motion or yung magpapatigil ng paggalaw. Para hindi gumalaw yung system, kailangan daw mag-apply tayo ng negative 19.04 sa point na to, which is actually less than the applied force na 40 Newton. Kung mas mababa yung force na nag-i-impede ng motion doon sa force na in-apply natin, therefore we can say na may motion or our system is moving. Is we can say that is in motion. Kung motion pala or in motion yung ating system, therefore what we should use is this mu k, the kinetic friction. So, okay, since alam na natin na mag-move, we can now proceed with the kinetic frictions. Okay, so unahin ulit natin kay block B. Same method lang, pero sa halip na ang gagamitin natin na summation forces is equal to 0, this time, summation forces is equal to MA na. Okay? For block B, okay? So, we have here the mass or the weight equivalent to 78.48 Newton, the normal force, and then the tension here. Since merong movement, therefore there is FFB here. This is NB, this is FFB. Pagpasensyahan nyo na yung pen ko, hindi ko siya alam iliit ng size. Parang ano lang yata kasi default. Okay, so this is FFB, this is NB. Similar lang naman ng free body diagram. And since rotated yung axis or rotated yung plane, i-rotate na rin natin yung axis. This is our Y, this is our X, and this is 25 degrees. Okay, 25 degrees. Okay. So, what we can do first, since hindi tayo pwedeng mag-summation forces on X is equal to MAX dahil wala pa tayong value ng friction, we can now first look at the equation of motion along Y. Okay, which is equal to MAY. Okay, pero we know that wala itong motion sa y-axis. Therefore, this is 0, which will yield to the same result as this one. Our NB is 71.127 Newton. Pero si FFB is hindi na the same. Bakit? Since kinetic friction na yung gagamitan natin, FFB is now 0.15 NB, which is 10.669 Newton. Okay, so we now have the value of FFB. Okay, so we can now proceed with the equation of motion along X. So sabi natin, the summation of forces on X is equivalent to MAX. Okay. So here, kung matatandaan ninyo, initially, ang positive sense natin is going on this direction. Pero in reality, ang mangyayari kasi doon sa block natin is aangat, di ba? Kasi hinila ko si block A, so definitely aangat dito. So our equation of motion, will be like this. So andito pa rin yung ating acceleration. Ayan yung ating positive acceleration. Okay? Therefore, kung yan yung positive sense of acceleration natin kanina, FFB at saka yung component ng Y yung magiging positive. Okay? Pero nakakalito yon. Sabi kasi natin, in reality, sir, aangat yan na ganun dito. Okay? Okay? So, yan na lang yung gamitin natin. Our acceleration is going on that direction. Okay? So, here we can now write our equation of motion. Unahin natin yung force on the same cells of our acceleration. We have here T. We have here minus FFB minus 10.669 minus yung component ng X kasi ito ay papunta rito. We have here minus 78.48. Okay? Sine 25 degrees. And that is equal to the mass of our block which is 8. Dito na lang natin ito i-modify. Since yung ating direction ng acceleration is opposite of our positive sense, therefore this will be a negative acceleration on block B. Okay? So we can now solve here or we can now simplify here in terms of T and AB. We have here T is equal. Pag inilipat ko to, magiging positive 10.669 plus 78.48 sine 25. We have here 43.836 Newton minus 8 AB. This will be our equation number 1. We'll go back to this later on. Puntahan muna natin si block A. So for block A, again, ano-ano yung forces natin. Hindi ko na isasama ito kasi magka-cancel out lang naman yung mga tension dito. So ang ilalagay ko na lang ay yung hindi maka-cancel out. Let me change the color nga para mas maganda yung iba yung kulay. First, we have here the tension. Siyempre, hindi natin alam ngayon yung tension. Okay? Then, we have forces here, the NB. Yung normal force sa B, which is 71.127. And then dito, yung friction will be moved on the opposite sense. Ito ngayon yung ating friction na 10.669. Before we proceed, idodraw ko muna yung axis so that yung mga ilalagay kong line later is within the axis. Okay, so this is Y and this is X. Okay, so let's continue. Since meron tayong normal force at may weight, magkakaroon dito ng normal force sa A. Okay? And then this one, nandito yung weight ng ating object and that weight is 392.4. So 392.4, which is from this side is also 25 degrees. Nag-apply tayo ng force P dito at angle of 25 degrees. And meron tayong friction force coming from here at F8. Okay? So these are the forces acting on block A. Ang dami. Nakakapagod naman yan, boss. Dami-dami. Okay? So first, we need to find the value of NA para makuha natin yung friction. We can do that using the equation of motion on Y, or the summation forces on Y is equivalent sa MAY. Okay, since AY is equal to 0, therefore the summation of forces is just equal to 0. Okay, so what are the forces on Y? Una na natin dyan is yung NA plus yung P na to, meron ng value. This is 40 Newton na kasi yan na in-apply natin. So plus 40 sine, okay, sine 25 degrees. Those are the positive forces on Y. As for the negative forces, we have here yung component ng 392. We have 392.4 cosine 25 degrees. And then what else? We have here plus 71.127, which is the normal force on block B. So here you can solve for NA equivalent to NA is equivalent to 409.855 Newton. Let me counter check then using my calculator. 392.4 cosine 25 plus 71.127 minus 40 sine 25. 409.857. 857. Minor error. 392.4, 71127, then 40 cent. Okay. We have here 409.857 Newton. Since meron na tayong normal force, we can now determine FFA or the friction force at A, which is 0.15, and A, or that will be 0.15 answer 61.479 newtons. Okay, so meron na tayong friction at A. We can now proceed with the equation of motion on X, which is the summation of forces on X is equivalent sa MAX. Again, our acceleration is going downward. This is our acceleration for block A. So, our positive forces, syempre nandyan yung P cosine 25 degrees. Ano pa? Yung component ng weight dito, pababa, we have plus 392.4 sine 25 degrees. Ano pa? Wala na. Okay, minus na tayo. 10.669. Okay, minus yung FFA natin, which is 61.479. Ano pa? Minus yung tension. And that is equal to the mass na 300 times A. Okay? By the way, we have the value for P equivalent to 40 kilonewton. Okay? So we can now further simplify this. So we have here 40 cosine 25 plus 392 Sine 25 minus 10.669 minus 61.479, and that is equal to 129.771 minus t is equivalent to 308. Okay, this is now our equation number 2. Since we have two equations, our equation 1 is this one. Our tension is A in terms of AB. Okay, pero we all know kanina, pinakauna natin ginawa, sabi natin, AA is equal to negative AB. Therefore, we can rewrite this equation 1 as T is equal to 43.836 plus, magiging plus na ngayon to 8AA. Okay, kasi AB is negative AA. So, itong equation 2, i-transpose ko na lang din. So, we have here T is equal to 129.771, okay, minus 300 AA. Isusulat ko yung ating revised equation 1 here. We have here T is equal to 43.836 plus 8 AA. Let me correct this one. This is not 300. Di ko rin alam kung saan ko kinuha 300 sa kaninang problem yata yon. 40 ito. 40 AA. 40 AA. So if we take the difference of these two, we can now solve for AA equivalent to, so pwede nyo i-equate, pwede rin namang i-solve na lang. We have here 1.790 meters per second squared. As for block AB, magiging negative lang, 1.79 meters per second squared. As for the tension, we can solve for either of these, kahit alin yung gamitin ko, o yung nasa equation 1 na lang, 43.836 plus 8 alpha x, we have here 58.1585. Okay, this is the acceleration. These are the accelerations rather, and then the tension on the cable. Okay? So, again, if ibinigyan kayo ng problem ng static friction, you have to check first. Baka kasi minsan, hindi naman gumagalaw yung object, pero ina-analyze mo ng kinetic. Okay? So, you have to analyze it first on the static. Okay? The other clarification is siguro probably wrapped in here. So, the reason kung bakit negative AB, kasi the positive sense of our acceleration or the positive acceleration is going down. Okay? From our initial computation. Ito. Okay? Since positive yung ating direction dito and ang consideration natin on this one is opposite that one. Oh, ito. So, kabaliktaran ng ating positive, we write negative here. Okay? So, yun lang naman. That would be all for this topic. We will proceed on equation of motions under normal and tangential coordinates next week. Okay, so God bless.